Good morning and welcome to Pick and Boots Vintage. I'm here live today. We're going to do a quick video on this Belle. This is what it looked like before. Whoops. This is the Belle. Well, I decided to make it over. So what I did was I gave it a coat of paint. We're going to be using the Dixie Belle Patina line. What it will do is it'll create rust and patina, like the patina green or the patina blue, or even like the rust color. So real quick on the patina, if you're going to be painting with the patina paints on metal, you want to use something called Prime Start. Prime Start is a blocker that will keep the rust from going through to your metal. If you're painting wood or anything that's not metal, you don't have to use the Prime Start, but keep in mind you want to use the Prime Start if you're going to be painting over metal. And it is this beautiful, like copperish orangish color. I love this color. It looks pretty just as is too. So I added a layer of the Prime Start, and then I went ahead and gave it a coat of white. Now before we put the rust on it, I'm going to do a little bit of decoration. For those of you that are familiar with the Iron Orchid Designs, I have the new Figgy Pudding Iron Orchid Designs Transfer. These are all kinds of vintage looking rub-on transfers that will add a lot to your project that you're working on. So some of the designs are too big for my Belle. So what I'm going to do is, I've already decided there's this really cute moose. See him right there? I'm going to cut the moose out and I'm going to put him on before we patina. So I'm just going to flip through the book and find the moose. Here it is. So this is the page with the moose. There's different sizes, just the head or the whole body. I'm going to use just this one right here. I'm going to use this moose. So I'm just going to simply cut it out with the paper backing, because if I accidentally touch it to something, it could stick, and I'm not ready for it to stick just yet. So I'll put that aside. So this is the one that I chose, the moose. And we're also going to do more to them, but this is going to be our first step. So all you do is you find your little, find the area you want to put it. I'm going to put it right here. So you peel the backing off, and then it's sticky where the design is. I'm going to stick it on here. I'm going to lightly give it a rub. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is where I'm going to put the moose. So IOD gives you one of these rubbers, these rubber sticker thingies. I don't mean like rubber, I mean like it's for rubbing on. So it's going to be, you rub the moose until the transfer releases on your item. When you're putting a transfer over chalk paint, you want to definitely make sure your chalk paint is dry, or it could lift off the chalk paint from your surface. So let me show you. And you'll be able to tell when your transfer is on because it turned iridescent. And when you rub and release, it releases a little bit easier. Look at this. One little area here. There we go. So now we have the moose on the Belle. How cute is he? We're going to be decorating it a little bit more, so stay tuned. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add rust. The patina line with Dixie Belle, you can add blue patina, green patina, or plain old rusty gold. Rust is my favorite. You can mix them, or you can just choose one color. For this, because it's a metal Belle, I am choosing to go with rust color, which is the iron patina paint with the green spray. In the Dixie Belle patina line, there's 3 different color paints and 2 sprays. Something to keep in mind is when you use the patina paint, You want to make sure you stir it really good. Normally I shake it and then stir it, but I've had the cap off a little bit, so I can't really shake it right now. So I'm gonna stir it. The reason for this is because inside of the patina paint are metal flecks, and that is what causes the chemical reaction with the spray to react and make it look rusty. All right, so I've given that a good stir. I generally tend to use old brushes, like this old chip brush, because generally they're just so messy afterwards, I just throw them away. So here is my Belle and my mousse. And for those of you that are just tuning in, this is what it looked like before. And this is him halfway done. This is a little mousse. Where's my camera? There it is. Let me get it back. So we got a mousse on there. We're gonna give it some rust and then we're gonna decorate it. So I'm going to just lightly put some of this patina paint on in just a few areas. Generally, you want to put one coat of the patina paint on and then go back and add more patina paint. And you want to use the green spray while the paint is wet. But I am putting it on thick here. I want it to kind of drip over the mousse. Yes, I'm creating a mess. So, really watch out. This is going to get... The spray comes out pretty heavy. So what I've done is I've also put it where you can get the mister bottle. A lot of people have the mister bottles for when they're blending. I use it also for patina. That's if I want a really fine mist of the green spray. So I'm just going to spray this. Now what's going to happen is it's going to activate the iron paint, and right where I just put the iron, it's going to start to rust. It is a chemical reaction, so it doesn't happen immediately. It takes 2 to 4 hours for it to get really detailed, really the way you want it. But yeah, don't think, uh-oh, it's not working. It takes a little bit of time for it to react. And now the good thing is when you put it on and you maybe think, oh gosh, I don't like it, it's not enough, it's too much, you can go back and you can just add a little bit more. And typically I don't paint it on because you can see the brush strokes. I like to kind of just stipple it on. And you can go right over, right where you had just sprayed. I'm gonna go really light, right by the mousse's nose, just so I want some just little spots of rust to poke through. So I'm just gonna do it really light so it looks like it's rusting from the inside out. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more of this. I always tend to make a humongous mess when I'm using the patinas. All right, while that is working, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit to the back. Not much, I just want a little bit. Again, I'm stippling it on because I don't want it to look like I have brushed on my patina paint. And like I said, normally you'll use 2 coats, but because I'm putting on kind of thick from the beginning and I'm creating texture, 1 coat is gonna be perfect. I do want to keep making sure you stir it. What do I do with my stir stick? It does have a slight odor. It's not too offensive. It smells kind of like vinegar. Just seeing if it's starting to turn yet. I've noticed that when you put it out in the sun to dry, it does turn a little faster. I'm going to now use my heavier stream of spray. You can see how much heavier that comes out. This will allow for drips down the mousse of the patina paint. All right, is that the Dixie Belle? Yes, it is the Dixie Belle products. Can't speak highly enough about them. They work well. Ray, you see that board over there with all the patinas on in the very corner? Will you bring that for me? It's got the greens, the rust, and blues. I'm gonna show you a board that I created that you can look at. that'll show you the different colors that the patinas will make. I just happen to love, my favorite is the rust. And of course, because we're live on the screen, it's going to take a little bit of time, but once it's done, it is going to look fabulous. Thank you. So this is a board that we keep here in the shop. And this shows you when you're using the iron, the copper, and the iron, copper, and the, what's the other one? Bronze. So you can get how to get these different colors. I keep this here in the shop so you can take a picture of it so you know what color combinations you need to achieve that look. Normally I use all the colors, I mix it all together, but today I just wanted to go for the rust color. Oh my gosh, Andrea, you have to try them. They are so much fun and they work awesome. Okay, so it's still turning. While it's drying, I just want to show you what you can do. This is what I'm going to do when it's all done. You just take some sprigs, and it already has a piece of twine on it, so you can hang this outside. Let me turn the mousse towards the front so you can see it. So all this area that has the gray is going to turn to rust. But what you can do is you take your little sprigs, I'm going to knock something over, and these are not ideal working conditions because everything is sprayed with the patina and still wet. But so you could put these on here like this, and then imagine it with some of this buffalo check or the plaid ribbon, how cute that'll be hanging outside or inside, but hanging somewhere in your home. So you could see how, oops, I keep getting it wrong. There we go. See? What do you think? So obviously it's going to take a little while for this to dry. I'm going to stick it out in the sun. So you won't be able to see it on this live, but I will take pictures and I will post them so you can see the final outcome of the rust mousse. All right. So again, before and after. Judy, thank you for letting me use your bell. I see you just popped on. So anyway, I'll post pictures later. Thank you for joining me. If you know anybody that's interested in the Dixie Belle patina line, make sure you share this with them. All right, everybody. I'll be on the Iron Orchid Designs page tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing a naughty and nice project. So if you want to join me there, it's the Iron Orchid Designs page. It's going to be fun to see me there. If not, you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving and enjoy your family. Take care.